Hey everyone, welcome back to English Speaker Podcast. I'm Amy.
And I'm Jack. Welcome back, guys.
So today, oh man, we've got something really, really good for you. We're talking about money, not just saving money, but actually building wealth. And trust me, there's a big difference.
Oh, there is a huge difference, right? Because I always thought if you just earn more, you'll be rich.
That's literally what most people think. But here's the thing. Well, it turns out that's kind of a myth. I read about this financial expert, David Buck, and he basically says that even people earning $150,000 a year are like living paycheck to paycheck.
Wait, $150,000 a year and still broke? How does that even happen?
It's called lifestyle creep. So basically, every time you earn more, you spend more. You upgrade your car, you move to a bigger apartment, you eat out more often, and suddenly all that extra income just disappears.
Oh, wow. So it's like the more you earn, the more you spend, and you never actually get ahead.
Exactly. And Buck says the real question isn't how much you earn, it's how much you keep, automatically, which brings me to this idea he calls paying yourself first.
Paying yourself first. Okay, what does that mean exactly?
So the idea is that the very first thing you do with your paycheck, before you pay rent, before you pay taxes, before anything, is you send a chunk of it straight to your savings or investments, automatically, without even seeing it.
Oh, so it's not like you decide every month, okay, I'll save this much. It just happens on its own.
Right. Because here's the thing. If you wait until the end of the month to save what's left over, there's never anything left over. You know what I mean? The money just vanishes.
That is so true. I feel personally attacked right now. Honestly.
Same. But Buck has this rule. He calls it the first hour rule. Basically, the first hour of every workday should be working for you. Not for the government, not for your landlord. That adds up to about 12.5% of your gross income.
12.5%. Okay, that sounds like a lot. Is that really doable for most people?
That's what I thought at first, but then I heard about the latte factor, and it kind of changed everything for me.
The latte factor? Okay, now you've got my full attention.
So the latte factor is this. Most of us spend money every single day on small things. A coffee, a snack, a subscription we forgot we had, without even thinking about it, like unconsciously. And Buck says if you add all that up, it's actually a lot.
How much are we talking?
Okay, so the number he uses is $27.40 a day. That's roughly what a lot of people spend on, coffees, lunches out, little impulse buys.
Right, that sounds honestly pretty realistic.
And if you saved that $27.40 every single day, that's $10,000 a year. Now, invest that in something like the S&P 500, which has historically returned about 10% per year, and after 40 years, you'd have over $4.4 million.
What? From lattes?
From lattes. Well, from not buying lattes and investing instead. Which, by the way, Buck says you don't have to give up your coffee. You just have to be conscious about where your money goes.
Okay, that's actually a relief. Because I was about to say goodbye to my morning coffee and I was not happy about it.
No. It's not about cutting everything. It's about awareness. And that's where the phone hack comes in, which I love. He says to go into your phone settings right now and check every single subscription you're paying for.
Oh, wow. Because a lot of people don't even remember what they're subscribed to.
Exactly. Like, you signed up for something 3 years ago, forgot about it, and you've been paying $9.99 a month ever since. Buck says cancelling those unused apps and subscriptions can free up hundreds of dollars a month.
Hundreds? That could literally be your latte factor investment right there.
Totally. And it takes like 10 minutes. So there's really no excuse,
Okay, so we've talked about earning versus keeping, paying yourself first, the latte factor. What about bigger financial decisions? Like, should you buy a house or just rent?
Oh, this is the big one. And Buck is very clear on this. He says buying a house is almost always better long-term than renting.
But I've heard people say the opposite. Like, rent and invest the difference. Is that not a valid strategy?
Buck addresses that directly. And he says, look, in theory, it sounds great, but most people don't actually invest the difference. They just spend it, whereas a mortgage is basically a forced savings plan.
Oh, that's a really good point because, you have to pay your mortgage. You don't have to invest.
Right? And the numbers back it up too. He says that in the US, Homeowners have about 40 times more net worth than renters on average. 40 times.
That is a massive difference. Like, that's not even close.
It's not, and it's because over time, your home builds equity. So even if the market goes up and down, you're still building wealth every single month just by making your mortgage payment.
Okay. But what about people who can't afford to buy right now? Like, in a lot of cities, it's really expensive.
That's fair, and I think Buck would say, start where you are. Whether that's just setting up an automatic transfer of $50 a month into an index fund, or cutting one subscription, or just being more aware of your spending.
Small steps, consistent small steps.
Exactly, and the automation piece is so important. He talks about this a lot. Your financial plan has to work without discipline, because discipline runs out. Life gets busy, you forget, you have a bad week.
Yeah, I can relate to that. So the system has to do the work for you.
Yes, set it up once and let it run. That's the whole idea. And I think what's really powerful about Buck's approach is that it's not about being perfect with money. It's about removing the human error from the equation.
Right, because we're all going to make bad financial decisions sometimes. That's just being human.
Totally. So yeah, be transparent, get on the same page, automate everything, and remember, it's not about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep.
And how much your lattes are costing you in future millions.
Exactly. The latte millionaire could have been you.
All right, so if you found today's conversation useful, please give us a like. Now let's look at some vocabulary from today's episode.
Okay, let's do it.
Wealth. Wealth means having a lot of money or valuable things, but it's more than just income. It's what you've built over time. She worked hard her whole life and built real wealth by saving and investing. She worked hard her whole life and built real wealth by saving and investing.
Paycheck to paycheck. This phrase means spending all your money before the next paycheck arrives, basically having no savings. Even though he had a good salary, he was living paycheck to paycheck. Even though he had a good salary, he was living paycheck to paycheck.
Lifestyle creep. This is when your spending increases as your income increases. You upgrade your lifestyle instead of saving more. After her promotion, lifestyle creep kicked in and she started spending way more than before. After her promotion, lifestyle creep kicked in and she started spending way more than before.
Equity. Equity is the portion of something you actually own. In a house, it's the value minus what you still owe the bank. After 10 years of mortgage payments, they had built up a lot of equity in their home. After 10 years of mortgage payments, they had built up a lot of equity in their home.
Index fund. An index fund is a type of investment that tracks a market index, like the S&P 500. It's a simple, low-cost way to invest. She decided to put her savings into an index fund instead of picking individual stocks. She decided to put her savings into an index fund instead of picking individual stocks.
Automate. To automate something means to make it happen automatically, without you having to do it manually each time. He automated his savings so that $200 went straight to his investment account every month. He automated his savings so that $200 went straight to his investment account every month.
Subscription. A subscription is a regular payment you make to access a service, like Netflix, Spotify, or a gym membership. She checked her phone and realized she had 4 subscriptions she wasn't even using. She checked her phone and realized she had 4 subscriptions she wasn't even using.
Net worth. Net worth is the total value of everything you own minus everything you owe. It's a measure of your real financial health. His net worth grew significantly after he paid off his debt and invested consistently. His net worth grew significantly after he paid off his debt and invested consistently.
Impulse buy. An impulse buy is something you buy on the spot without planning it, usually something you don't really need. That jacket was a total impulse buy. He saw it in the window and just went in. That jacket was a total impulse buy. He saw it in the window and just went in.
Okay, that's a wrap for today's episode of English Speaker Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. We really hope this was useful.
If it was, leave us a comment. Tell us, what was the most useful thing you learned today?
Don't forget to subscribe. It would mean the world to us. I'm Amy.
And I'm Jack. See you in the next one on English Speaker Podcast.